Hello lads and girls, this is Lord Kicker and welcome back to another little mini update episode. Alright, so as you might see, I got a hang on the 3D printer. I know I told you last week that I had a bit of problems with it. It was kind of spooky. Yeah, so screen stopped responding. Yeah. Had to do a firmware update on it and then freaking everything out using EPA or IPA? Yeah, I think it's IPA. And just clean it out thoroughly, letting everything dry. And then it works fine. So, I've been a little print happy, if you can't tell. And as you know, I did start the Loki in the last episode, and he is now finished. And I think he's looking pretty good. Probably try and get a game in with him. Alright, and other than that, I've been printing some minis for D&D too. Like these two. An elf and a dwarf. An elf ranger and a dwarf warrior. Yeah, not at all taken from Lord of the Rings, right? Because these minis clearly looks like Legolas and Gimli. Still, I thought that they were pretty darn awesome and I just had to print them. They were pre-supported too. The dwarf was very good. Easy to get off. Nothing was stuck to anything. The elf, however, did have a support going into the arm and got stuck on the, I don't know, should you say tunic? I'm not sure what it's called, but little skirt part. I think it's called a tunic. When it's going down that far. Yeah, so I had to take my knife and just scrape it off carefully. And I think I did sort of a good job. Looks good at least. But, I mean, it wasn't too bad. And also there were some supports on the bow that I had to be really careful when taking off, because I did not want the bow to break. It's pretty thin. And I mean, it's resin after all, so if it breaks you have to use super glue. And that will be kind of visible. And not at all fun. Alright, so other than that, I did print some stuff from one-page rules. So I have this Ascended Demon from the Demons of Lust. Because I'm planning on making a bit of an army with the Lost Demons. I have not primed it yet though. There are some places here where I have glued them, the tails, to the body. And there are gaps, but not too bad. It's, well, could be like a millimeter. Yeah, so I'll probably just fill that up with some milliput. But yeah, I like the model, really like the model. And as I said, I'm trying to make an army, so I have these that are Demon of Lost Riders. Really cool. Supports were really good on these though. They just snapped. I did use some hot water though, gave them a hot water bath for like a minute or something like that, and then tried to remove it. That's usually how I do with supports. And here's one that I have actually primed and centerfold and tried to do a little bit of a blend on. So it's going from a dark purple over to a dark red. Well, got released even. And then up over here, and I'm trying to get it to blend into a pink. And then going back over to a red and out to purple on the hands. This was just me trying to figure out a paint scheme that I would like to have for them. I'm not really sure what I want them to look like right now. So just trying something out. I mean, if nothing else, it's just thin paint so I can paint over it if I want to. Nothing to be too worried about. Just chill, right? And I also started to print the Soul Demon. These are the legs. And one arm. He's a big mother trucker. I mean, if I put him next to this lady, I mean, his legs are about her shoulder height. And I mean, then he has his knee bent a little bit. So he's gonna be like twice her size. So this, well, I guess that won't show. Something like that, I suppose. Yeah, so he's gonna be freaking huge. And also my newest little print here is just some bases for the riders. And I was actually running a bit low on resin. I thought it would be enough to make all these bases, but failed a little bit. So let's see, I think it picks up there. You can see that there is a little bit missing. It is a bit damaged, but I think I can actually just use some milliput or green stuff or something like that to sculpt that. It's just a little bit though. And let's see, I think there was 2 more. Yeah, these 2. I don't know how well the camera is picking that up, but you can see it's a little bit of a shipping. Looks like it's gotten shipped. Yeah, right there, you can see it. And a little bit there. But again, just filling that out and they will look like nothing ever happened. So this one was the worst. So not too bad considering that I did have a little bit too little resin into my printer because, well, I have ordered a new ball that actually came today, and that is a different color, so can't really mix it. So I thought, okay, so I can't print the top of the Soul Demon, so yeah, let's do the basis for the riders. Yeah, printed 5 of those bases. I mean, I had to get them anyway, so might as well, right? Because you have a little bit of resin left. It's probably enough for the bases. Clearly it wasn't. I mean, it's just a few milliliters short, so I'm not too worried. And if you're wondering how it went with my printer, it's fine. The FEP is totally fine. But it was a stupid mistake, yeah. I should probably have printed less of these. That way I would have had more resin. I guess if I had printed like 4 instead of 5, but I had 5 riders and I wanted to have all of them. You know how it is. Alright, well, have I done anything else this week? I don't think so. No. Mostly printing this week, actually. Quite fun. And yeah, about these Lost Demons, I got them because I recently became a Patreon to One Page Rules. And I mostly became it because I enjoy their game. And also I wanted to check out the minis, pretty cool. And since I got like a whole army worth of STL files, I thought, okay, let's print ourselves a Lost Demon. And they look like they're gonna be pretty sick in close combat though, so I'm looking forward to taking these out to games. Having a bit of fun. Alright, well, I think that is going to be it for this little update episode. I do hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope to see y'all next week. Until then, bye bye!